doing my Premier League predictions. Like, there's no really like app for this, that's relevant. So I'm just gonna, do this as I'm gonna maybe do some Fall Guys after. So, for this one, I don't know how actually people set it out, whether they start from the bottom, who they think will get relegated, and then like work themselves to the top. This way I actually started from the top, even though I will be announcing it from the bottom, obviously. Yeah, some of them I'm not too happy about, but I'll just have to put them in that place because I can't put two teams in one position. So like, someone's got to come last and someone's got to come 13th and someone's got to win, and it's like that. So yeah, 20th I have, this is the team that I think I'm kind of certain was one team that should have got relegated and that kind of didn't deserve to survive last year, and I actually kind of felt sorry for Bournemouth and Watford. Especially Bournemouth did very well toward the end of the season. I think we should get credit for that, especially when City won 2-1 against Bournemouth. Even though I can't remember if he scored 2 goals in the first 10 minutes, but I do remember David Silva getting his last goal for City, and it was an amazing goal. It hit the crossbar and then bounced down from a free kick. What a lovely goal. We won 2-1 in the end anyway, conceded the last 10-minute goal. But yeah, so 20th, I have Aston Villa. I mean, people thought Jack Grealish was going to get signed off to a new club. Like, United was rumoured quite a lot. But they stayed up, so it was least likely for him to move away. I've heard of no rumours this summer about Jack Grealish moving, but I don't really think he's not. I think for me he's a bit overrated. It's hard to see his potential at Aston Villa. He's a one-man squad literally. He's getting like the same amount of goals as any other popular forward would do, but it's hard to kind of say if he's overrated, underrated, based on assisting himself and then scoring himself and then making the opportunities, and he's juggling stuff. So if I saw him as a more popular club and more wealthy club like City, Chelsea, Liverpool, United, Tottenham, Arsenal, Leicester, any of like the top 10 wealthy teams, or even like a different league, it would be easy to judge him on. Apart from that though, I don't think they've got any signings. Like, they might have very low signings, very limited, if not any. With their price, it's kind of hard to find anyone that's kind of good enough or that's needed. Or like that meets anyone's expectations in the Premier League. 19th, I've got West Brom. It's been a few years since I remember them being in the Premier League now, but it's always hard to judge on teams whether they've been promoted from the Championship to the Premier League, and it's hard to tell whether they're going to do good or not, because I think always one team that gets promoted the previous year always pretty much gets knocked out the following year. This team I've gone for West Brom, either one or two teams at least. Last season it was one team, Norwich City, that came 20th. Almost very closely could have been two from Aston Villa, but Sheffield United were way up in front. At one point, before COVID, people wanted them to, I wanted them to qualify for Champions League and come in 4th place to prove players wrong, because everyone predicted them to come 20th. And also, I didn't want United to qualify for Champions League, obviously, but they did lose a few points after having no fans which was a major issue for them. You know, one of the biggest defeats was even against Newcastle, where they lost 3-0, which I think was like their second game after no fans. And wow, Newcastle actually seemed to get better from that. You know, other teams like Arsenal sort of got better. I mean, Arsenal were getting a lot of hate from the fans and stuff like that, so it does have some positive sides to it, having no fans. I mean, yeah, it's hard to say in that. Yeah, 18th, I've got West Ham. Now, at the start, I was kind of saying I didn't really have an option, and I just put West Ham here because I don't feel like they're bad enough to get relegated, but you know, it's only a slim margin. 2 years ago, I used to be very fond of Felipe Anderson. I've not seen much of him this year. New Felipe Anderson this year, I think my top West Ham player, I think, would definitely be Antonio. After getting 4 goals against, I can't remember who it was now. Oh, he scored 4 goals. They won 4-0, and he got all of them against the team. I'll be kicking myself. I think it's. I've looked through the leagues now. It's the teams. I mean, it might have been Bournemouth or someone. It might be Bournemouth or Burnley or some team like that. But yeah, I think he's done quite good this year, you know. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't come like 70th or 60th and stay up again. But it's just one of those I've had to put there. I mean, I wouldn't predict an 18th, but they've got to fill the gap. You know, 2 teams can't come the same place. You know, it just doesn't work like that. 17th, I've got Fulham. So this is going to be a bit weird. I think Fulham might just stay up. I don't watch the Championship, so this is hard for me to judge on. But I don't know. I've always kind of liked the name Fulham, and I don't know. It's just one of those things that you just sort of like. You just like it based on the badge and stuff like that. I don't know. When I was watching I actually wanted to watch the playoffs. I think it might have been Fulham against Brentford, and I wanted Fulham to win because also the fact that is they were definitely more recent to be in the Premier League than Brentford. I don't even know when Brentford were in the Premier League. But yeah, and they have, I'm aware of, I'm pretty sure they're the, like, what you call it, like a Jamie Vardy, but in the Championship, their Golden Boot scorer was Mitrovic. Yeah, I heard he scored a lot of goals, maybe like 30 goals at least. Yeah, I think a lot of teams have got to watch out for him, and he would even be scoring against the top clubs. 15th, I have, no, 16th, I have Leeds. I mean, Leeds, I don't know. They came first, so they won comfortably. I think they would do decent. I think that Leeds might actually do a bit better than that, than 16th though. I won't be surprised if they do, but I don't think it'll be shocking. I don't think it'd be, not shocking as in like bad, like surprising. I don't think it'd be top 10, and I don't think it'll be bottom 5. Wait, no, I'm predicting the 16th, so I think they'll finish roughly there. You know, it's not bad for them. They don't have, the best of players. They've just come out of Championship. It'd be okay, and then next season do a bit better, and then find the ground, find the feet after qualifying for staying up anyway. Yeah, not much to say on that one. Actually, can't remember if I forgot to mention Ben White. I think it was for Fulham. Just trying to imagine Ben White on his card now, whether it said Fulham badge or a Leeds badge. It's gonna annoy me. Ben White. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure he signed a contract with. Can't get the word out. Brighton. So I mean, I don't know how Brighton managed to get their hands on him. Apparently, he's a top defender. Yeah, it just seems a bit random for him to go to Brighton. Yeah, it just seems a bit weird. So they've lost their probably main player, pretty much. But yeah, it'd be difficult for them. But I think they'll still come 16th. No, I was looking at Leeds. I think they'll still come 17th, even though they do have much of it there and a few other key players. 15th, I've got Brighton. Saying that now, I just remembered that they've got Ben White. They might be better, so again, I won't be surprised. But they do have very limited choice. You know, like Neil Maupay is a great player. He's getting a few goals. You know, Mui, I think he's gone to some Chinese team. Now I think it's some foreign team. Who else? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if even played for Brighton, you know. God, I know there's too many teams and too many players. I forgot what team they used to play for now. But yeah, I mean, Brighton I've always kind of liked. They're like just.
Apologies, that got a little confusing. Perhaps you could try again and be more specific.
Oh, thanks, Google. Don't know what Google's doing there. Always like quite a subtle team, Brighton. They're not an attacking side.
According to Wikipedia,
Oh, okay.
Brighton is a constituent part of the city of Brighton and Hove, a former town.
Please stop. My phone wasn't even on lock, it was locked. I didn't even have to code it and somehow I managed to do it. You've got to like squeeze it as well to actually activate your voice, and somehow it's possessed. But yeah, I mean, I think my favourite player at Brighton would be Lewis Dunk. Very loyal to his team. I think he's been there for like 20 years. He's not been with any other team. He is, I think, in a way, he is the best defender in the Premier League because he can score so many goals. Without a doubt, he is the top defender with the most amount of goals this season. Even though that's not a great thing, because the forwards and the midfielders are supposed to do that. It's still good to have that style of play when you're scoring from like, you know, like I don't know, free kicks and corners, you know, like set pieces and that sort of stuff. I think they even scored one against Liverpool. I think like Adrian came on or something like that, and we were like sorting out the wall, and it went under the wall. He's got so many lovely goals. Even, you know, he got one against United as well. I think United won like 3-1 or 4-1 in the end. I'm not sure. I don't think they scored against City this season, but you know, he's a lovely player. He's getting on a bit now. His defensive style's not amazing, but I don't know. It's just one of those players you can't really hate. 14th, I've got Newcastle. Newcastle is a team that I sort of like as well. I like the kits like I do with Brighton. You know, Brighton are blue and white. Newcastle are black and white. I like the kits. I'm not gonna lie. I like their team players like Almiron. I think it's kind of good. It's worth a bit. Strikers aren't as good. Joelinton, kind of felt happy for him. And he got his 2 goals this season, and they were both against Sheffield United, I think. He might have like 3 goals this season, but yeah, definitely maybe a coincidence because of the no fans thing again. You know, he's gotten a lot of stick from the fans, like came in like 20-30 million pounds, doing no, you know, no actual difference to the tables and the points system. But you know, give him time, he'll come around. If not, you know, you can sell him to another team. You might have lost money, but you'll still get 10 mil for him. Even though like losing 15-20 mil is quite a lot for a Newcastle team. It's all about taking the risks. You know, like it's not like you can just go a guaranteed win and buy Ronaldo, because they can't do that. So, you know, what do you really expect for that price? It's hit or miss really with that. But I mean, Newcastle could one day go back to where they were 20, 30, 40 years ago. Not 40, but when they were like, you know, having Alan Shearer and then winning the titles and stuff like that. Definitely possible. 13th, I've got Crystal Palace. Yeah, again, Crystal Palace, not a bad team. City don't have a great record against them. I remember losing against them in 18-19 season. I think we lost 2-1. I was actually at a tournament on that day. It was Christmas time. I remember it being in December. I think it was like 10 days before Christmas or something like that. Yeah, we lost 2-1. I pinned it on my phone. It was a disappointing day. Quite depressing, actually. You know, you just lose 2-1 against Crystal Palace. It's not the best. And then also drawing against them 2-2, which is probably one of the days I feel most bad. If you could if you could choose one game that you didn't lose, it would probably be this one. Because not only the fact I can't remember the last time City doing an own goal, and I kept rubbing it into like United's faces, like when what's his name? I've forgotten. The Andreas Pereira did that goal against the in the derby. That was a bit funny to watch. But Fernandinho did an own goal. Not only that, but it was on Pep's birthday. And it was in like the last 10 minutes when we were winning 2-1 as well. So it was a difficult game. You know, almost could have got 3 points from that. But yeah, I mean, always a few players, and I like the star players. Zaha didn't do this much this year, but maybe he'll do a bit more this next year. Who else have we got? We've got. I don't know now. Crystal Palace. Yeah, there's probably some players at the back of my head somewhere. 12th, I've got probably maybe a bit. Maybe I'm a bit kind with this. Maybe they'll go higher. But 12th, I've got Sheffield United. This season they did finish, I think it was, I'm not actually sure, I'll just check now. They were supposed to finish a lot better this year, but I think they're not going to surprise anyone. They're going to do meh, you know. I think they'll still do fine, but nothing too much to say. I mean, we know what they were capable this year. And, you know, like, there's always going to be the plot twist. What if they come top 4? It's imaginable now, because we saw them, you know, come 4th. They didn't finish 4th, but I'm pretty sure they did come 4th at one point last year. You know, and it's, if you can come 4th, why can't you finish 4th? So, yeah, they did come 9th. So, you know, I'd like to put them higher, but it's just, I can't see them. I don't know where they're going to go. Yeah, I mean, they don't have the best of players. I think they're definitely players that can perform with not good players, if you know what I mean. Their work rates are very good. For the considering how bad players if you know what I mean. But then again, if you think about it, then that wouldn't make them a bad player. So I guess you can say they have good players that are, very cheap and popular. Yeah, I mean, Dean Henderson definitely like being one of the goalies for me this season, but he was on loan to them by Manchester United, and rumours apparently that he's going to take the number 1 jersey over De Gea. Not sure if they're going to sell De Gea. It's someone that big of a price tag. Why would you put him in second spot? I think that's what most teams do. You don't switch them around and put your number 1 is your number 2. You try and get a bit of money, and you sell your number 1, and then you keep Romero as your second, which I think what most people do. You don't really change your second goalkeeper because it really find that a bit comfortable. But yeah, saying that, if he does become the number 1, then De Gea might get sold this season. You never know. If not, maybe next season. I mean, yeah, I kind of like them again. I was cheering them on this season. I think, yeah, that's pretty like the only team on, but fair play to them. We won 2-0 against them in both occasions. It was like a slow game, like Aguero scores in the 60th minute to break the deadlock, and then you get another one a bit later than that. It's one of those slow games, sort of. I think like halfway through the Premier League season, City didn't have a game where they didn't score in the first half, and actually got a bit shocked. Like, I think Sheffield United was the first team that City had 0-0 with in the first half. So even they surprised me a bit against my own team, which is always something a bit weird to see. Bit kind of sort of me wanting them to do good, and then they do good against your own team. But yeah, well done to them. 11, I've got Everton. Everton, they didn't do good at the start of the season. I remember they were one of the worst teams with having what's his name, Silva. I can't remember his first name. Having their Silva as their manager. It weren't great. He wasn't a good manager. Kept losing games on the trot, and then he eventually got sacked. I think it was like around November time. Then
Sorry, I don't understand.
Whoa, what is my Google doing? This is creepy. I'm not honestly just gonna unplug my Google. I didn't even say okay Google, did I? I didn't even mention the word Google. Jeez. And then I'm not sure if Ancelotti, I can't pronounce his name. Italian, I think. Well, yeah, I know he is. He's Italian. I'm not sure if he was the one after. That's his name, Marco Silva. I'm not sure if he came after Marco Silva or if he came one after that. But yeah, I've heard rumours about them signing James Rodriguez from Real Madrid. That would be kind of nice. I don't see him get played, so that's definitely, kind of a good signing. Possible signing as well, if he doesn't get played. I don't see him being more than 35 million for Everton's sake, and for his his performance. Say it's not worth 35, and Everton don't have more than 35 to spend. So now for the top 10. drum roll, even though you probably already know who it is. I have Burnley. This might be a bit too a bit too kind for Burnley. It might be being a bit too generous. They did finish 10th this year. I don't really think they finished 10th this year. I don't know why I put Burnley there. But yeah, a very defensive team. Another team like Sheffield United, they don't have the best of players who are the most popular, but their work rates are good. They, you know, they can do good goals. I look at Burnley and say, name me your favourite player from Burnley, and you just can't think. You can't. There's no Vardy, Aguero, Salah. There's Mane. You know, there's no key player for them. Even like, you know, Crystal Palace, who have predicted lower than them, they have like Zaha or who else? Even Brighton, for example. You know, they've got like Dunk, not as a goal scorer, but as a captain, still kind of works. Aston Villa, you know, as the main player, Jack Grealish. Burnley don't have a main player. They're a team, which is what you need to be. So I guess basically what from they're saying is, you know, you don't need a main player. It's all about working as a team. I think I can't remember his name. Who got goals for them? What was it like? Honestly, it's like Wood. They've got. I knew his name at first. Yeah, they've got a few players. They've got Rodriguez, I think it is, who scored a cracking goal against Man United. I think Burnley actually won, and I think it was like the first time in like 35 years or 40 years where Burnley won against United, and that was at home for United. That was before 2020, earlier this season. But yeah, maybe I wouldn't really predict them higher. I'd be surprised if they do. But yeah, Sean Dyche is a good manager. Yeah, I don't think I'll forget about the time when the light broke in the changing rooms when they were playing Man City, and they had to use the camera lights and the full lights to actually get changed. It's hilarious. You know, they can't even afford lights and they're coming 10th. It's kind of mocking the other teams, really. Yeah, it just shows money's not everything. You know, just kind of bring the good manager in and sort a few tactics and have a sit down. It's, you know, it makes a few positions different, and you get, you know, another few more points, 4 or 5 more points, and you going up in the ranks. The 9th, I've got Southampton. Now, I think this is the second highest goal scorer apart from Vardy this season. Danny Ings. He's getting a bit old now. Had him in my FIFA 20 team when the SBCs came out. You know, he was really good at first. Kind of flopped a bit. But yeah, they've got they've got Danny Ings. They've got Prowse, who scored against City as well. I just a mistake though. We won 2-1 in the end anyway. Who else do they have? They've got. I'm just really bad with names today. Who else have they got? I'm trying to think. Cams, right wings, left wings. My mind just goes blank. Yeah, there's not much on that, but another good team. All round, their team's good, and then we have the, you know, superb striker. So, you know, again, they can just finish first. They just, like, you know, pass the ball to Danny Ings, and then you're good. Don't make any mistakes. They very rarely do. They had Hosberg is, I think he's Polish, I think, and he got sold from Southampton to Tottenham. Yeah, he's a centre mid. Can't pronounce his name. It's like Hoijberg, something like that. Yeah, that was like one of their solid player as well, but they lost him, so you know, might struggle a bit now. But then again, I think they'll come 9th, which is still quite high for them. But yeah, now top 8. I'm not too sure where Europa League is. I know Champions League is top 4. I'm presuming Europa League is 5, 6, 7, and 8. So my Europa League predictions are a bit obvious this, but I've got Wolves. So I think, I'm not sure if Wolves actually came 8th this year. Oh no, they came 7th this year. Okay, so I've not actually, I know a lot of these are quite similar, but I've not based this on this year's table. I know, like, you know, I obviously know where a few teams finished, like obviously who came 1st, 2nd and 3rd and 4th and stuff like that. But like, you know, who came 8th, or if you ask me who came 11th, I wouldn't know. But I think Wolves, they've signed a few more players now. You know, Portuguese team. They've got down Traore, Jimenez, Jota, Ruben Neves. Who's the other one? I might call it twin. Ruben Neves and the 84 rated Portuguese centre mid, Marquinhos. I think it was Marquinhos who got like an amazing free kick from like almost corner angle. One of my like favourite goals of the season, and I was like, when you know that goal's gonna go in, it just like it was so good. Yeah, I think they're a decent team. They got knocked out by Sevilla by 1-0. Can't remember who scored, or Campos scored in like the last 10 minutes. A bit unfortunate for them. I think they lost in the semi-finals. They went on to win the Europa League, Sevilla. So congratulations to them. United lost in the semi-finals as well against who did they lose against? Can't remember now. Inter Milan was in the final. They lost against wow. I remember it weren't a great team, and I got a bit shocked that they even did lose when they were winning 1-0 at the start by a penalty. I think it was Bruno penalty in the first 10 minutes. Yeah. 7th, I've got Leicester. They finished, I think it was 6th this season. 5th. Jamie Vardy, he's not done great after the second round of COVID, when there was no fans. He was one of them that had a disadvantage to this, you could say. And you can kind of see it before it came, because you know they're supported by the fans. Better teams would do worse with no fans, where worse teams do better with no fans, sort of. In some cases that applies to. But yeah, they've got Jimmy Vardy, they've got Maddison, they've got Chilwell, who's going to whoever. I think he's officially been signed for Chelsea now. Apparently, you know, they've got the whole lunchbox now. Chelsea, you know, they've got like everything. Players coming from all over the world. Don't ask me how they can even afford it, or how they've not got over the budget now, or no, how they've not even been banned from UEFA or something like that, as City somehow do. But yeah. Go away! Go away! hello. 6, I have similar team that you probably can predict, and it's a bit obvious again. But 6, I have Arsenal. So I think Arsenal will do better than Tottenham. Which did they do this year? No. No, I think Tottenham will do better than Arsenal, which they did also this year by two what you call it, 2 placements, 2 places. This time I think, oh wait no, because I can't reveal what Tottenham think are gonna come. So yeah, you know, Arsenal and 2 cups under Arteta in half a season, winning the FA Cup, winning City in 2-0 in the semi-finals, and then winning Chelsea in the final. And then winning the Community Shield against Liverpool 5-4 on penalties, which I predicted them to come. I honestly predicted it to become 1-1. I wanted Arsenal to win, but then again I wanted an equaliser because I wanted like a penalty shootout. But then again, because I wanted to see a penalty shootout, but then again I still wanted Arsenal to win, so I wanted Arsenal to win on pens, which was slightly hard to see, as they don't have like penalty spot takers, if you know that makes sense. Well, but Liverpool had an off day, which you can't have an off day on penalties, which Brewster missed a chance, hit the crossbar, and won 5-4 in the end. Yeah, they're gonna do good with, you know, with Saka. He's coming on a bit. Aubameyang, I wouldn't say carrying the team because, you know, a few players here and there. Lacazette gets a goal now and then. Got a nice goal against Tottenham in the derby, so they're not doing bad. 5th, I've got, this is the team that I don't think will come in the Champions League this year, and that will just miss out. So now you know that whoever this is, you know, the other top 4 will be the Champions League what do you call it, qualifiers. So 5th, I have got Manchester United. I think Manchester United will come 5th. I'm joking. 5th, I've got Tottenham. Yeah, I mean, you know, I wouldn't say it didn't start half the season with Jose. It was more like the second month since Pochettino got sacked. Heard him, he was going to come to City once Pep leaves. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of Pochettino. Yeah, I don't really know what it's going to be like without Pep. It'd be a bit hard to you know, to deal with. But I mean, maybe City will become a bit easier to win stuff when Liverpool lose their not captain, their manager as well, which I think was confirmed that Klopp will leave in 4 seasons, and I think that I heard that like mid last season. It's like 3 seasons now. I think he's going back somewhere like Germany, or maybe back to Dortmund, I don't know where. But yeah, they're saying Højbjerg from Southampton that I said before. They've got a few other signings, but I don't keep up with Tottenham especially. I'm just, you know, scrolling through what I see on Google and see that. But yeah, I do read it to just keep up on top of the transfers and the latest news. Oh yeah, they got Joe Hart on a free loan as well, so I kind of wanted to for them to get Joe Hart, see him a bit in action again, because apparently he's going to be, I think, is he first choice for a goalkeeper? Because they did have Gazzaniga, which for some reason they're selling. Oh, that might be Martinez. Gazzaniga and Martinez are both second choice goalkeepers and both Argentinian that are hugely underrated. I think them two have just been better than... Martinez has been better than Leno, just because Leno's overrated like De Gea in a way, and has been injured all season. Lloris is better than Leno, but I don't think he's never really been much of a great goalkeeper. Lloris, I mean, you know, he's okay. I think Azinga's been better though. I mean, yeah, Joe Hart. I like to see him play for a bit of a better team when they're going to use him a bit more then. So, fourth. Clearly, I have Manchester United. You think I'm going to say Manchester City fourth? Get out. Get out. And I'm serious. If you thought I was going to say that, just exit off the video right now. Now come back, because I need the views and the likes. So please like the video to listen to my top 4 Premier League predictions. Go like it now. Like now. Fourth, I have Manchester United, and they have signed Van der Beek under you know, very well hush, and you know, making it very quiet, making it easy for them to sign him. And they've just done that. A lot of rumours about Jadon Sancho for like the past year now, about getting him. Still not confirmed, just minor rumours. Not much to say on that, you know, only transfer this season. I don't think they're selling anyone yet. Yeah. Do you know what, Bruno, but I think he's just a bit of a penalty player. That sort of thing. You can't really be called an amazing by just scoring penalties. United have been awarded the most penalties this season and scored the most penalties this season. Don't call me the one that's just saying a bit, you know, saying stuff, but for me, kind of lucky. Yeah, maybe not. Don't deserve 4th place. I mean, you know, like other players have kind of flopped since he's come, like Rashford, Martial. I wouldn't say he's flopped as much. He's just kind of not done as much, but Rashford's definitely flopped a bit. Martial got the hat-trick, which I remember against Sheffield United, which was the first time a United player got a hat-trick in like, I think it was like 20 years, which is a bit weird. And City got one this season. So, yeah. I think City have got a few hat-tricks this season. Sterling has got at least 2. Got one against Brighton and one against West Ham in the first game of the season, so don't bother me to lift it up. Third, I know this is gonna shock a few of you, but if you think about it, makes sense. Third, I have, this is between Man City, Liverpool, and Chelsea. Maybe it's in that order. Don't know why I said it in that order, because it kind of gave it away. I'm joking. I've got Liverpool third. And that's not a joke. We've currently not signed anyone. The only rumour is Thiago, which they definitely do need more depth in their midfield. Don't think it'll be enough though. They need more midfielders. Maybe 2 new midfielders, 2 quality midfielders, like another Thiago. But they've not even spoken to anyone yet, as I know. That's public information. You know, kind of play good. Mane kind of carried the team this year. Salah's not done great. I mean, yeah, I've said this before. Salah's not really done. He's not done amazing this year. Salah, he's kind of flopped a bit. I think he had a one good season, the 17-18. 18-19 wasn't as good, and then the 19-20 was alright in the first half, but I'd definitely say Mane's done better. Please, can we just discuss the part where, I know I'm going off FIFA again, but why you have given Roberto Firmino, or Bobby Firmino, but I don't know his 2 first names, But why he is an 86 rated when he is a target, his target is to score at Anfield, at home, in the game. Get yourself a private tour of Liverpool and then go and find a ball and just kick it in the net, because you can't score at home or away. You've got less than 10 goals this season. I'm gonna guess you've paid like 60 mil for him. Why do you still use him? I'd rather use Origi. I would use Origi in my first team if I was Klopp. You know, what did he do against Barcelona? I think he's good. I think he's, you know, what he did against Everton, not bad. Gets a few goals here and there. I like his style of play. Firmino, I think he's got a few goals, maybe from headers and stuff like that. He did get a goal from the Atletico Madrid match in the Champions League, that people thought was going to be the winner. You know, what's his name? I've forgotten his name now. The guy that got the 2 goals, and the guy who got the last goal in the last minute. Morata, who got the last minute goal. But I always forget the other guy's name. It's like a CDM his position. But I think he was playing forward when he came on. But yeah, I think they'll come third. Second, I have Chelsea. I mean, Chelsea can definitely come first. It won't be pretty seeing a dark blue instead of a light blue, especially it going to London, as they won it like 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah, 16-17 they won it, I think. Yeah, no, 15-16, because City won it 16-17. Oh, they won it 17, yeah, 16-17. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't like Liverpool to win it, but they definitely did. I mean, they have to sign them. I think it's coming too quick though, and I think it's going to be hard for them to put forward with a bunch of new signings. They've got like, you know, if he has like 10 players, it won't be 10 new players that they've just signed, but for them to all manage to play each other at once won't work. It's going to take them games to get it started off with. I think, you know, a few players would automatically just hit the start button and just start going away, but for players that would start to get used to a bit, you know, working with each other, because they're all from all around the world. It's not just, you know, signing Ronaldo and De Bruyne. It's Thiago Silva, you've got Kai Havertz, you've got Werner, you've got Chilwell, you've got, you know, 2 from Bundesliga, you've got a League One, you've got a Premier League. It's like, try and make it as ridiculous as possible, and then let me tell you, it's real. And then obviously, first, I have Manchester City. Manchester City will retain a Premier League title that they lost just a month or 2 ago. It's actually probably a bit more than that now, like 2 or 3 months ago. Obviously I'm doing this quite an early prediction. It's kind of eager to do it, but if it is complete that Messi will go to City, the odds are on 5-6, and it is confirmed that he's left Barcelona and will not be playing for them this season, then why not go to City? The second odds are for PSG. Neymar's asked them to sign him. You know, have to wait on that. I'm not sure what the odds are for that though. And then third is like what do you call it? Inter Milan, and then fourth is Chelsea, even though they won't be able to afford him. And then fifth, Chelsea, even though it's 4, is 1-31. 1-34 it was like statistically, and then fifth was like America to get, you know, wherever it is, like it was NLB, I forgot what it stands for now, but you know, like it's like the retirement thing where you go and train for a few years, and then like come back like America or wherever it is. But yeah, they've got Ferran Torres now and Nathan Ake from Bournemouth. And, what's his name? Ferran Torres, who came from Sevilla, with Silva did. I think they're signing another guy as well, who's a Brazilian 17-year-old who I've never heard of before. But I mean, every little helps. It's only like 2 or 3 mil, so you know, no loss in that really. And also another room in getting Koulibaly. But that doesn't mean they can't sign anyone else. You know, they definitely have the money to, but maybe just keep a little caution. As they gotta, if they do want Messi, they've gotta afford him and pay their wages and stuff for him. But yeah, I mean, he kind of wants to go. You know, he's Pep's played for Barca, so it's like that sort of link-up play. He's managed Barca. He's Spanish, so you know he kind of got that friendship link going on. And then there's Sergio Aguero. Kind of like romantic sort of thing if Messi gets his first Champions League, City get their first Champions League, and they win it together. It'd be kind of like unique. That I'd love that. So maybe it was meant to be City not to win a Champions League title yet, and finally win it with the possibly the best man in history of football. But you know, people say he's definitely the best player right now, but maybe he'll finish his career with Manchester City. Who knows? Wow, hit shot for time. You know what? You know what? Let's do a bit anyway. I kind of wanted to say information instead of just saying the teams to make it less boring. Maybe went a bit too far with that. Some people just try and keep it to 30 minutes, which I did try to. Didn't want it to go into 10 minutes and stay in just like 20. I have this. Okay, yes, I think that's 19. I've got this. It's not funny that. Honestly though, it took me about an hour and a half just to write those predictions out. I'm not joking. You know, it's just like, I think gut feeling this, and then I just write it down. Don't see why people gotta do research. It's just a guess, mate. Don't see why it can't be that close, you know. Seesaw. I'm not sure if this streamed Fall Guys yet though. This looks like cake to me. The little sprinkles. Seesaw's always got the same ending. The left side is always perfect. And you've always got there's like a massive cube on the left always. Wait, what? I didn't even know that was possible. Maybe it got glitched out. Maybe he glitched on that wall there. I think I'm first. Yeah, I'm first. This is a massive advantage in Seesaw to be first. And what an annoying player you are. If you're first, there's no way you die in this. What's my character doing? I'm going on the ones that's untouched. Right, get on that there. And I have come second. But is he just gonna run over the line? Yeah, he would do if he first. So I came second. Okay. Let's see how everyone else does. I've had this quick game for about a week or 2 now. Got a win in it, one in Far Mountain. Yeah, it's quite a fun game. That big guy who's gonna get close to qualifying, the guy who's just gonna be awful. Maybe it's not that far, but like in the centre somewhere. That's just gonna keep. thing on that one. You've got to go right, and then when it's right, oh no, you've got to go back left again. Another 10. Right, okay. This? Oh, no. That guy's not going to fall on me. This guy will be the last one. And there was a guy behind him. There's an owl next to me. It's like one of those owls you see in that reception. Like the stupid ones with the stupid glasses on. Right, okay, what we're gonna get now? I think it's a bit weird when it stops on a page like this now. So it's gonna stop on. What's it gonna stop on? Okay, so it's gonna take forever then. That was the hit around one. I don't know what it's called. And then it turns out to be rollout. Why does it not stop on rollout? It always makes me think it's the one it stopped on. In fact, it's the next one. You can't see that. This one's always fun. This is like the main one in Fall Guys. I mean, I think it is. I mean, I saw this all on TikTok before I got the game. I always want to do that. Oh my god. It's a bit of a risk jumping over the holes. I've only done it once really. Imagine if you tried to jump over the hole and it turned out to be that hole. You jumped over the wrong hole. I remember when I was playing this round before, I fell off, and I legit fell off, and the board saved me. It just lifted me back up because I fell all the way down, like I did where the blue one is now, on that one there. I fell off and it actually saved me. And it was lifting me back up, like it does in the blue. So I was kind of fortunate it was done the right way as well. I don't know why in this one, but I got pulled. I hate that monkey guy now. I hate him. Oh yeah, I did what that guy did. Only the fact he did it on purpose. Yeah. I hate it when I feel like every game's ruined now. Especially with like little cheats like this, it's kind of sad. I don't think tagging people should be allowed. In fact, only in the games like Egg Scramble and Team Tail Tag and that sort of stuff. Apart from that, I don't think you should be able to tag. I don't think it should be like a thing because it's only available in that mode. It is so annoying. I didn't even, I didn't even tag him in the first place, and I tried to get over to the blue one, and then in fact it froze me, and then I fell backwards into the hole, and it's just so frustrating. I think people like that, and the other fact is when people wait at the edge of the finish line, and you look at how many placements you've got left, you get quite, I'm not, what's the word, like, you get excited about qualifying. You're so close, and then it turns out you can't see the actual finish line for like this one, for example, because the doors are in the way, and you're so close, and there's 5 spots left, and there's 5 people waiting at the finish line to see when there's next people gonna come, and there's like shock on the faces. It's really frustrating. I don't think it should just be like, it's kind of things. We need to like maybe I don't banded it extreme. I don't know how you really stop it. Maybe the hard left one in? No, okay. Oh yeah. I don't think I'm gonna qualify this one. There's only 2 on this thing. I can't even see my own character. I don't even know who I am anymore. I just keep going into the walls. this is gonna be my last game before I end it here, just so I don't really want to get on wanting it to go on for too long. Please don't be Whirligig. I find that a bit frustrating. And it is Whirligig. That's Robot again. Great. If I get griefed again, I might do it to players, and then so the players know to be quite intimidated by me, then not to do it back to me. You know what? I know this is a bit harsh, but I'm gonna go for a monkey because I got killed by a monkey. The owl. Hello, owl. And that's kind of what saved me. Kind of what happened to me when I fell. No. Move out the way, boys and girls. Yeet. I was gonna jump that one, but it was too busy. Too busy. Oh my god. I'm actually gonna get griefed and I'll try to go on that pink middle one and then someone was there. Alright, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, usually it's like a team one now, and there's 30 left, but this is like 20, so it might be 2 teams. Oh, like a slime climb. Tiptoe, okay. Okay. I mean, I always follow everyone in this, but I'm gonna be a bit of a risk taker this game and just guess where the first tile is. At that point, you can still win and qualify, because you know, it's still like another 40 seconds because everyone's scared. I jumped like 2 seconds after I saw yellow. And this is why everyone loves Fall Guys. Simple. This is why it's so popular. More squares. More squares. More. Please move. Please move. Oh, we know it's down there. Yes, I got. He didn't let me jump, and I was gonna try and like jump head in. I don't know what you call that. Is it like when you jump and you land on your face so you go further? I tried to do that, but he didn't let me, and then eventually jumped on the end. Thank God, that one's so scary. If it was just simple and you could just guess it, it'd be so fun. But I've actually done that before. You just get pushed over by the rest of them. Hexagon. Oh, this is a lot for a final. It's like a 6-a-side or 7v6. I love this one, but it's so hard at the same time. Please give me one where I'm not near anyone. Please. So I can't get a spot and can't turn around that quick. Jarstein. The thing is, you can't like prepare yourself just to only go one level down, because actually okay, I got kind of lucky with that there. Usually I would have fell down both of them. Okay, I got him killed. Oh my god, he fell. Yummy. That is just lovely to see. If you fall down one, no, you never fall down one, Leia. Hey, team up with me, team up with you. Yeah, the guy teamed up with the other guy and was just going on the outside, and then one of them's probably gonna snake each other, and then they just teamed on me, and then they just went around me. Wow, smart. So I think, I don't know how you win that game. I think the only way you win is if you drop down like to the middle or like the first or second layer. So you're the only one on that layer, and then everyone pretty much falls through you, and then you become like the top. I don't know how you do that one though. There's probably like some technique to it. It's probably, you know, you'd probably just learn your own technique over time. Anyway, this is gonna be it for today, guys. Oh my god, I almost forgot to tell you. This morning was crazy. I shouted so loud because you won't believe who I packed. So I'm investing in the game really, in Fall Guys, Fortnite, FIFA 20. Because what I'm doing is I bought Messi and Neymar, and then I'll invest in them to when they become more valuable, and then sell them. So I get more money for it basically. Bought Neymar for 55k, and then you know how much it will go for. Like next month will go for like 250, made 200k right there. Messi I bought for 106k for Messi. I have no clue how much he's gonna go for. At least 500k. That's 400k on Messi. That's like 600, 700k profit. Oh wait, did I tell you that's just on those two players? And I've actually packed players as well, like Insigne, ter Stegen, Neuer, Team of the Week Sancho, Team of the Week De Vrij, Team of the Week Kent, Harry Kane. Who else? There's actually loads. Muller, Pjanic. I've got like loads of walkout. Yeah, and the big one, the big man himself. Because I don't know what a walkout is or a board, but obviously I know because it's like when it says nation, and you know it's a board or a walkout. I was like, okay, it's German. There's a few decent Germans. Okay, ooh, striker. Okay, so I didn't really think of an option. I was like, okay, I was just taking it in. Weren't thinking of who it could be, like Werner and stuff like that. I was just you know, reading it. And then team icon. I won't you know, do an impression of my you know, reaction, but you can imagine what it was this early. FIFA 20, FIFA 21. You can imagine what it would be. You can imagine what it would be like packing an icon in the beta of FIFA 21. So obviously it was closer. 91 rated. I think his maximum is 2 mil. So you know, we go for like 1.7 mil. Kinda good. We'll go for at least 1 mil. You know, It's always nice to get an extra mil from just a free ultimate pack that you have. I'll happily take that. That's a million. You know, million coins on a player right there. 2 or 3 mil. Just buy whoever I want. Maybe I'll get like a name. I really want. This is why I want Messi to come to City. He's going to be such a good card in FIFA 20. It's like the best card, but oh wait, you can't get chemistry. Oh, Manchester City. Oh, please come. Please come to City, please. Please. Yeah, I'm gonna go on FIFA 21 now, because I'm just hyped about it. Thanks so much, guys, for watching today. If you have watched this far, let me know your predictions on who you think will come first in the Premier League this season. If you agree with me, if not, any other signings or rumours you've heard that are going to be signed to the Premier League, or maybe if it's one that's already in the Premier League and then moves to a different team, yeah, let me know in the comments down below, and please like this video.